Hello everyone, welcome into the Indie Informer Plays. I don't know why it seems like my camera is off center. I've been messing with my camera. Today I am playing something very mysterious. It seems like it doesn't want to show you the screen. Hold on 1 second. I am playing a game, and it's a good game too. Okay, I'm back. Today I am playing Dungeons of Hinterberg. Just came out this week. It sounds like a lot of people are as excited about it as I have been. We're gonna do a lot. We're gonna play a little bit differently because I think some people will remember that time glitch up. Hey, I'm only going to be able to watch a year, but I'm glad to get to catch this. An hour. Okay, I gotcha. Understandable time glitch hop. It is Friday. I'm glad we made it to the end. It's been a very busy week. We had so many different games dropped. Dungeons of Hinterberg had a huge amount of competition during my voting because every game that I play on stream is voted on by my in video level and above Indie Informer Patreon community. So I think for until 15 minutes until the poll ended, there was a 3-way tie that was finally beaten. Dungeons of Hinterberg came out on top. So yeah, we're going to be starting off not from the beginning like normal, but because I have played this on stream before previously for the playtest, we are actually starting day 2, which is when the first day in the game where you are able to go to one of the overworlds which has dungeons in it. So we're going to go check those out. Also, if you are in chat right now, you might be able to tell that this is also a Steam giveaway stream. So if any point while I am playing, I turn to chat and I ask chat a question, go ahead and put your answer in, engage in the chat, answer the question, and the first person who puts something in who has not already won a code will get a code for one of the indie games listed in the chat. I'll reach out to you after the stream in order to get you that code. But before I jump in, I just want to thank my indie enthusiasts for helping make all of this possible. That is Jawar, hello, and Zachary Plicky. Thank you both so much. Okay, I'm gonna jump in. We're gonna play Dungeons of Hinterberg. This is the first overworld. It's a kind of grassy, hilly area, I believe called Doberkugel, which is about the only one of these I'm going to be able to say correctly, I think. So, okay, chat. This is your first chance for code. You can see before me there are many paths. Do you think I should go left or do you think I should go right? Let me know. I'm just gonna run around and collect some stuff really fast. And Dungeons of Hinterberg is a really good game.
Look at the confetti!
Roger. Time Glitch Hop says right, which means I'm going to write your name down, Time Glitch Hop, because you've just won a code, so I'll reach out to you after the stream so you can tell me what code you are interested in. We're going right. Look at this person. This is just, they have a lot of just generic adventurers around, and you can kind of tell they're sort of like shaded. Like it's kind of like they're standing in shade. They're not as bright as the other characters. Okay, so there are 7 dungeons in Doberkugel, and hoping to find the 4th today. And since we're going to the right, we found our friend. Marina. Well met, Slayer. Welcome to Doberkugel, where the Tazel Worm burrows. The Tazel Worm is really cute, by the way. What is this place? Hello, Roger. Welcome in. I appreciate you resubscribing for 8 months, and you're on a 6-month streak. I hope you were the, I don't know if you want this kind of fame, but Roger in the chat right now is the one who broke the tie. So you can thank essentially, you can thank Roger for choosing what game we were playing today. Louisa is our main character here, in case you don't remember. I should probably say what the backstory is in case people didn't see the first stream, but we'll do that after this conversation. What exactly is this place? This is our kids area. Never too early to start training if you want to be a pro. People take families here? I know, isn't it great? Fresh mountain air, physical exercise, and the little ones get so excited when they see a perked. I didn't think about the fact that I'd have to pronounce all of these Austrian words, mythological creatures. So this is gonna be fun. Gamerheads podcast says, wait, I thought I picked click holding. You did not, Roger. Wait, is this your first day? Apparently she took it as a sign to go with the other game then. I'll go back. I can look at the poll. I can see what you picked. Okay. I did the beginner dungeon yesterday. Yes, we did the beginner dungeon in our previous stream during the playtest. We haven't done any spellcasting yet. This is so exciting. You have to head down that trail. It's a really short hike until the skill shrine. I'm not gonna let you know. I'm just gonna say thanks. I'm not gonna ask. I'm not gonna be curious. Hey, if this is your first day up here, let me give you a couple of health potions. I'll be working all day anyway. That's very nice. Very generous. These are expensive. Roger, it's just trying to give us some attitude over here. Okay, so we are assigning the potions that we just received, so that we have now at the bottom left. If my face is in the way, I don't think it is. You can see that I have potions. Okay, so there's already some fun implications for this game. I am playing as Louisa here, who is in her normal life a lawyer, I think. She's at a law firm, and she's a junior partner, I think. And she has gone to Hinterberg, which a couple years ago, 3 years ago, I think, suddenly just dungeons and magic appeared out of nowhere. So it became a tourist attraction, of course, and we have just come to the first overworld of 4 in the game. It's this lovely sort of grassy, it looks very much like California, which is why I think I like this landscape as much as I do. But it has 7 dungeons here, but one of the funny sort of, there's a lot of commentary kind of tucked in about, I mean, there's a lot of commentary that's right in your face, but there's also a lot of commentary tucked in on tourism and consumerism and making things that are like nature and all of this magic stuff, very absurd situation, into a tourist attraction, essentially. So one of them being Kittyland. Can you imagine taking your kid to go fight goblins? Like, you know, I probably would have liked it as a kid. Okay, so we're gonna go pick up our first magic abilities, because in every overworld there are a different set of magical abilities that you can pick up. So each overworld has a different theme, and has a different theme for the dungeons that you play. Oh, we got our little creatures here. They're blocking the way to the skill shrine. But they're not gonna be able. So every place you go, your skills are slightly different, and then you use those skills both in combat and to solve puzzles in the dungeon. And this game is actually really good about rewarding curiosity and exploration. So if you do see like something off the beaten path, or something off to the side, go check it out, because oftentimes, like back here, you'll see there are little rewards, and you don't know what these are yet, but they do come in handy later on in the game. Time glitch hop. I would have been that kid too. Yeah, I know. That would have been really cool as a kid. Just pick up my sword. Like, look at her. She's literally got a sword strapped to her back. It's her tourist sword that she picked up on the way here. Okay, something's going on. there's this place called Magic Quest in Wisconsin Dells that my kids fight against a dragon? It's not a real dragon. Okay, good. Good clarification. But my kids love fighting goblins in real life. Yeah. Yeah, there is I have right now a very rare, for me, interview with the creators of Dungeons of Hinterberg talking about if this happened in real life. Would it really work out this way? And they're like, yeah, I think it would be hard to keep people from wanting to go to this, even if it was dangerous. Dang, it's not like the one from Idaho with a real dragon. Neens, welcome to the chat. I found out recently that the zoo near me will be getting a Komodo dragon. That's a real dragon. I've been waiting years for this news. Okay, Albert here is just spouting nonsense. What's up, Albert? I'm not gonna try to say it. That's offensive, Albert. You can't say that on stream. Okay, chat. This is it. Time glitch hop, you don't count anymore because you already have a code. But if you're in chat and you're ready to go, let me know. Am I gonna say bless you? Are you okay? Or is that how you get magic skills? Let me know. A, B, or C. Okay, Roger says bless you. Okay, Roger, you are getting a code. I'll reach out to you after the stream in order to ask you what it is you would like to get. I like everybody else is saying bless you as well. It's fun. Oh, and you, my friend, bless you too. We're just lovely. We were obviously being a bit cheeky with him. He's like, too. You too, friend. Hey, Sparks, welcome in. Okay, we've got a whole crowd come together to watch Dungeons of Hinterberg today. Again, I can't say any of this, but I did have to figure out what the last one was. I will point out this creature when I fight it, because it's in the interview that's up on the Indian Corner right now. And to hear someone say this word is not to think it is spelled this way. This is the skill shrine, right? I was told I'd get some magic spells somewhere around here. It most certainly is. Okay. Okay, chat. What are we gonna say? What are you doing here? What exactly are skill shrines? And what should I do? What question are we gonna ask Albert? And first person who does not already have a code will get a code. Biscuits with Davy, welcome in. What are skill shrines? We are playing Dungeons of Hinterberg, Biscuits with Davy, and in each overworld area you receive real magical spells, and they're themed per different area. But it looks like Neens has gotten in right on time for the second option, so we're going to ask about what skill shrines are. And Neens, you're going to be getting a code. I'll reach out after the chat. Okay. Can you tell me about these shrines? What do they do? They are points of convergence. Nexuses. Nexuses? Nexopodas? Who knows how you make that word plural? Where the conduits of magical energy run together and give people spells and whatnot. The spells are different in every area around Hinterberg, and they only work in the area where you receive them. This shrine, for example, will give you magic spells that you can only use in Doberg. So what exactly are you doing? Prodding the shrine. Prodding? It's what we do in science when we don't quite have the faintest idea what's going on. The monsters here all take the shape of alpine mythological creatures. So I'm shouting their names at the top of my lungs to see if that does anything at all. So how exactly do I pick up the spells from this thing? Oh, that part's quite simple. You'll want to position yourself 2 to 3 meters from the shrine. You gaze at it deeply as you would into an abyss. This gets his back. You focus and then it just happens. Here we go, everyone. Are we ready? It's magic. Indie Dreams Media, welcome in. Oh, the game audio is kind of loud. We'll step away from the shrine and then you can hear me better. Now I suggest you explore using magical skills. My studies aren't nearly advanced enough to attempt a dungeon. Okay. I've stepped away. Is it still a little loud, or are we feeling good? Feeling good about the sound? I have the magical ability to create bombs, essentially. If a wall looks strange or fragile, try detonating your wrecking ball close to it. So it is both very heavy and hurts people as it comes down, but also it explodes. Okay, when I walked away it was fine. Perfect. Stupid magic getting in the way. Oh boy, a pipe bomb. Angerfoot has been sick. Thanks for the code. Thank you so much for coming in and joining us. I'm glad that you were enjoying Angerfoot. It is a really cool game. Very different vibe from Dungeons of Hinterberg. Look at all this nice, relaxing day. Ooh, there's a chest across the way. The other skill that we got, they'll probably have some sort of point for us to use it very quickly. So I'm not going to tell you what it is. I'm just going to play the game. But I should have about 4 shoes unlocked. I forgot we had talked about Angerfoot like 2 seconds ago in the Dreams Media, so I'm like, you unlocked shoes? Let's... Hello, cow? I would definitely feed this cow. I don't know what I'm feeding it, but I'm feeding it so that it can be a happy little cow. Uh-oh, there's stuff down there, so now I gotta go down there. Get down there. Okay, we got some Hinterbucks, and we have some magical elements, and we're not gonna know what those do very quickly. I don't know if we're gonna see it in this stream. It does take a little while to unlock that. Okay, so we have across in the road. Do we want to continue to explore the overworld, Doberkugel, and just see what's around in this atmosphere? Or do we want to go to the dungeon, which is the abandoned mine shaft? So are we going left or are we going right? First person to answer who hasn't had her code already gets a code. So crazy. It literally had me smiling and laughing with the absurdity and then some anger. Yeah, Angerfoot is very much like that. Okay, Sparks V, you've got a code coming your way, and we're gonna go explore. What are you looking forward to with PAX the most? Oh, oops. Well, Sparks V, it was a very short exploration. There are a bunch of cows in our way. So, unfortunately, we don't get to see past anything, and we do actually have to continue to the dungeon. However, we have found this fast travel site, which is nice. One of the cool things about the overworld is that they're huge. Let me see if I have a map here. Yep. We've barely touched a part of it so far, but we're gonna check all of this out, I'm sure. Everything around here. And then everything within here, there are different doors that go to dungeons, so the map itself is kind of bigger if you consider that each kind of spot probably has a dungeon somewhere around there. But yeah, it is very smart that they have fast travel points. So all of these kind of little arrow areas, if I wanted to go back and talk to Marina, we could just travel back and I don't have to worry about exploring anymore. I mean, I like to explore, I like running around. So a lot of the times I would just run here just because I like to explore. I like to gather resources that you're going to be using in and out of the village and the dungeons. Hello, friend. What are you up to? Those magic skills sure are something. Hey, have you tried using the ball and chain spell on those green slimy things yet? Camera pans. Turns out you can pull on them. Okay, we just learned how to use our range skill to our advantage. But before I do that, because this game is very good at asking you to explore, I have noticed that there is a little path up here. So I've got these, and that's cool. But wait, what's this? A chest. Bum bum bum. Are microbird games or curve games on Blue Sky as far as you know? I don't actually know if either of them are. And I missed what we got. Chat, tell me what I got out of the chest. I got distracted and I didn't see what I got. I'm gonna guess money. Oh, but of course now there's stuff down there, so I have to go get that. How did I miss that when I was coming up? I just didn't look to the left. You always have to be looking around in this game. It's never... Nothing is ever, like, super hard to accomplish or find, but it does require you just to be what's around here. I really enjoyed PAX East 23, but felt a little overwhelmed. Not sure what the must-dos of PAX are. Indie Dreams Media, it is a slightly different experience going as media, because when I go, my time is strictly regimented and everything is appointmented out. So I'm like, I go here for 30 minutes, then I go here for 30 minutes, and that's my entire day. In combat, your magic abilities cost MP. The green bar in the top left corner of the screen shows you how much MP you have left. MP regenerates when you hit monsters with your sword, particularly when using heavy attacks. That's a cool system, by the way. So now I can use my ball and chain to kind of just knock people over, or I can just bring that down on their head and fix them. So I have a whole new way to attack. And then as soon as I hit them again, I build some energy. Nope, got it there. Okay. Good job, team. Let's hit him on the head. And on the... That wasn't helpful. Haha, you weren't expecting that. I don't know if we're gonna get to this part in this particular stream, but later in the game, you start to collect different things that change up your game play style in different ways. So like in fighting, one of my favorite things will give me the ability to, like, when an enemy goes down, there's a shockwave. And it knocks everybody over, which is really nice. Game audio still seems loud comparatively, at least the in-game music. The music in this game isn't leveled. Yes. I can't turn it down, but then the overworld music would be really, really low, I guess. Is that better? Just noticed this is Steam Deck verified. Yes, it is. Okay, hold on. Let me pause that for a second. Let me just bring the audio down on the game just a smidge. Okay. There we go. I think that should sound a little better, but let me know if it's not. Look at this view out there. Ooh. I rode all the way up here just to get up to this lovely vista. And yeah, it really is just a beautiful place to go around and explore. Okay. We are headed in the direction of the first dungeon. These little guys are nice because when you hit them, your HP and MP get refilled. I also think if I were really going to Hinterberg, I think this would be the thing that kills me. The fact that I have to, like, jump from tiny ledge to tiny ledge. I'm like, no, I didn't finger train strength. Like, that's not what I was expecting to do. Get out of here with this. Okay. Yesterday's earthquake really wrecked this place. Okay, so this is where I should probably... I'm gonna stop and I'm gonna explain what happened the last time in case people weren't watching the stream. Our main character, Louisa, is a lawyer. She has come from the big city. She is sort of feeling burnt out at her job. She is feeling kind of soulless and driftless, not feeling great. So she's really looking forward to this sense of adventure to give herself a new perspective on life. And she gets here, and the first day she goes to a training dungeon, and there's a huge earthquake, which really freaks her out because she's literally like, the ground is falling out from beneath her, and she doesn't know whether she wants to go through it again or not. She runs into another adventurer who's like, just give it one more day, let the magic, like, get a magic spell and see how you feel then. So that's kind of where we are right now. Gamerheads podcast. Are you going to PAX West this year? Oh, he is asking that to Indie Dreams Media. Okay. So, the earthquake has left a little bit of rubble in our way, and this is one of the first environmental puzzles. Most of the puzzles in the game are environmental, sort of. You see this pile of rocks on the top of the ladder? That sure wasn't here before. So I was looking forward to this dungeon. There's got to be a way to clear those rocks. Okay, so I do know the way to clear these rocks, but I'm just gonna look at this. Oh no, there are rocks in my way. How do I do this? Obviously we have a green thing. We just learned we could pull those. And a pulley system. Okay, so what we're gonna do here, we have got little grooves in the ground indicating movement. So, here we go. Look at that, perfect. Pull that, trigger that, and there we go. Roger is in here working. He's doing work. He is talking about the panel that we are on a team for trivia, video game trivia, and we're definitely totally gonna win. Don't even worry about it. It will be August 30th at 9 p.m. in the Frog Theater. Ribbit. And now we have a new fast travel system, so again, next time I want to come out here, don't have to walk all the way. And this is our first dungeon, the Abandoned Mineshaft. Okay, we got a new sword. And just like any other, like a lot of other games, you can change your gear on the fly. Our current weapon does 8 and 4 damage, and this one does 11 and 8 with 2 slots. We can't do anything with the slots just now, but this is obviously the better thing. And then you can check it out. My sword has actually changed, so it looks a little different, which is cool. I wish they did this with the gear, the like armor and stuff, but the armor basically stays the same throughout. But the sword does change, and I have a very particular preference as to which sword I use, even if it's not the best sword that I have. And you may be able to see this in my review. I shouted out, I think, a couple of times. An otherworldly heat emanates from the portal. Am I ready to do this? Time glitch hop has to hop. Thank you very much. I will send over your options for gaming for the code that you won. Thanks for stopping by. Okay, looks like these signs tell Slayers how tough the monsters are in each dungeon. So this is also a really cool system. You're never going to be unknowingly underpowered, because my attack rating depends on all my gear and what I've got attached and all the boosts that I have. Same thing with defense rating, gear, and boosts and all that. So currently the Abandoned Mineshaft is at level 1 and my attack rating is level 2, my defense is level 1, so I should be quite good for this. But if I felt intimidated by it, I could always back out and go back and continue trying other things. Maybe go to a dungeon that's easier, but... Alright, let's give this a try. The other cool thing about this game is that it has segments of time. So you start out with morning, afternoon, and evening. Your morning is essentially just deciding where you're gonna go. When you decide that, you're in the afternoon segment, so we're currently in the afternoon. When you enter a dungeon or do something in the overworld, your afternoon moves on to your evening, and then you're in the village and you decide what to do from there. And I'm gonna need your help when we go to the village deciding what we do at that time. But for now, we're going into this dungeon. Everything's cool. Talking to the developers, the co-founders of Microbird, both of them said that these series of dungeons, the Mineshaft dungeons, would freak them out. One, because of fear of heights and roller coasters. The other one was was claustrophobia. So probably the creators of the game could not get any farther than we are currently. Yeah, and we're just gonna ignore the eyeballs looking at us. That's fine. That's not a problem. I would not make it anywhere near down the end of that ladder if a bunch of eyes just started looking at me. Okay, let me remember that I've got magic. Yeah. Let's plop one of them on the head. That worked out really well. And I saw a lot of people online in their reviews and everything liken this to like a Zelda. And initially I kind of balked at that, but then I'm like, you know, I think these dungeons are much more like shrines for Breath of the Wild or Tears of the Kingdom than like a traditional Zelda game. So I guess I can see where that comparison could come in, but I don't think of this as being very Zelda-like. Okay, we've got 3 switches here. 1 minecart, so I'm gonna push this here. Okay, okay. Just hang out there. So it's gonna open, but it drops as soon as I have. There is another minecart up here. Luckily, I have a ranged attack. Okay. Gonna push this over onto the butt. Now we just have to figure out that 3rd one. Oh, chest. Definitely always be looking around. Always check out what's above and around. Hinterbucks are very important. We're gonna buy gear. We're gonna buy potions. We're gonna basically need a lot of them. Okay. So we don't seem to have anything in the environment that will help us, and I can't stand on this. But one of our magical abilities happens to be quite heavy. So let's just not drop it down. It will not explode until I detonate it, I think. So there I go. Hey, friend. I am now stuck. I'm stuck in the cave with this dude. Who is this? Sparks V. I'm just glad there are more Zelda-likes that are now on PC. Yeah, I mean, there is no shortage. Is there a queue for this dungeon? You standing in line? Travis. Travis. If you've seen my previews before, you know that me and Travis do not get along particularly well. And I find this particularly interesting because Travis, who is about to explain himself, is a journalist. So I think that if you watch carefully, you will piece together how the creators might view journalists, and I'm gonna try not to be offended by that. Actually, I'm working, thank you. I'm writing a piece on the slaying fad for Crooked Magazine. You've probably heard of it. Okay, chat. I have 1 code to give away for the next person who answers this who has not gotten a code already. Can you tell me, do we want to say so you're not venturing on, or so you're just standing here all afternoon? Are we going to ask politely, or are we going to be kind of a dick to Travis? You go ahead and let me know. First person who lets me know, who doesn't have code, will get a indie game code. Tick Grayson, welcome in. He says he looks like a Travis. Oh. Travis is a nice name. We don't need to besmirch the other Travises out there in the world, but are we going to be a dick to him just because? I mean, you don't know. You guys have not seen this guy. So Dr. Mono says option 1. We're going to be nice to Travis, and Dr. Mono is going to be getting a code. I will reach out to you after the stream to let you know what you might be getting. So my brother's name is Travis. He looks like a Travis. Okay. Sorry, I was trying to defend Travises all over the world, but you know what? Travises, let's do it off with their head. Throw it in the chat. So you're not venturing on? Not unless my editor pays me extra. I mean, honestly, hazard pay would make sense in this situation. But hey, if you're going in deeper, I could really use a first-hand account. Okay. Second time around, are we going to be nice to Travis, or are we going to be kind of rude to Travis? Let me know in the chat. And I think this is probably... No, I'll do one more after this. Okay, Roger says, want me to do your work for you, but Roger's already gotten a code, so the code is still up for grabs if anybody else wants to throw their impressions around. That actually sounds like my brother. What, my impersonation of Travis sounds like your brother? Or the dialogue does? Going once. Going twice. Okay. I am going to skip this code offer. Sorry, everybody. We'll get to the next one. Roger said, you want me to do your work for you. So we're going to be rude to him. You want me to do your work for you? How about you'll get a quote in the centerpiece of next month's Crooked? Sound wild? I hang out at the Grumpus Bar most nights, you know, for research, not because I like the place. Stop by if you have time. Again, I'd like to point out that this is the representation of journalists in this game. So, just saying. Okay. Again, I could not do this. I am, like, she has no room to slip here. No ropes, no... I mean, that's a long way down. You can't see the bottom. Okay. We come to a gap that we cannot jump over. But there is this weird pulsing thing across the way. Let's see what we can do with it. Ew. It's such a good sound. Such a squidgy sound. I'm just gonna walk on this. I'm just gonna be cool. And pretend like, you know, that's normal. We're all gonna pretend that just walking on that was totally cool. Made it. I miss the style of climbing sections. Reminds me a lot of PS2 era games. Yeah. I mean, I know that when I was playing this, I thought about how there was a hubbub earlier this year, I want to say, about people and the paint kind of showing you where to go. Like, you wouldn't want a game that didn't tell you where to go. It gets frustrating. Like, if you're playing games ahead of time for previews and stuff, a lot of the times they don't have that kind of signposting in, and it is frustrating because you don't know what to do. Okay, hold on. I was just walking and I was not paying attention, so I'm going back to where we came from. I don't know where we came from. Okay, no. Okay, this is where we came from. We're good. Okay, we can't get through here, but there is a chest and a button, so we definitely want to get in there. And then when we go up, we want to go this way because I think that's probably where that chest is. Look at all these people. Do you think that these were here with the magic? Or do you think that workers for the area have just placed like mining equipment to make it seem authentic? Ah! I wasn't actually prepared for these creatures to pop up, but we're gonna take them on. It's gonna be cool. I've got a monster tooth. I do sort of like the implication that I'm just knocking their teeth out and then I'm letting my humanity go to such a degree that I just pick up teeth and I'm like, yeah, these are my teeth now. Okay, we have a small HP potion. We have not had to use any of them yet, but it's always good to have them. Okay, this is the Hobengoss. I hate this creature. I do not like this. I've played this game. I've rolled credits. Every single other creature, there are bigger creatures, there are scarier creatures, there are harder hitting creatures. But I hate this thing. And in my review game save file, I have a way to deal with these. But I don't have them here because we're brand new to this game. So here we go. Some enemies are protected by regenerating magic shields, indicated by the additional green bar above their heads. Use magic skills to deplete these shields faster. Just a reminder, if you need an MP, heavy sword attacks regenerate MP faster. So basically, you now have to attack them with magic and your sword fighting abilities. Ha! Got him on the return as well. Let me hit him. Hit his big dumb head with this stupid wall. Here we go. Boom. No. See? He just pops his head out. It's gross. Okay, now his shield is gone. I can actually just hit him and get my magic back. No, look, and then he just runs at you. I hate him. I hate this thing. I hate this thing so much. No. Not today, sir. Get your dumb ostrich head away from me. He just pops up wherever you don't want him. No. Okay. I heard the off with his head. I heard my own voice saying off with his head while I was off with his heading. Go ahead and throw off with his head in the chat if you have it. If you don't have it and you happen to have Bezos's money for Prime subs, go ahead and throw a Prime sub out and then you'll be able to say off with his head with everybody. The emote is a lovely cross swords. Okay, I've lost where I am. And I'm probably making everybody dizzy with my very sudden movements. I'll try not to do that. Fun combat with that enemy. Hey, welcome in. Yo, Jill, how's this vacation going? We just met my least favorite enemy, the Hobengar? But this is one of my favorite parts. Like, it's really hard to pick which overworld and which series of dungeons connected to overworlds are my favorite because each of them have really cool high points. This is about to be one of them. Is everybody ready to go on a ride? Let's do it. Oh yeah. Okay, that's just to get us to understand exactly what's going to be happening here. Hold on, I need this. Can I get? Yes. Okay, need to get up here because obviously I've seen some shiny things and I can't not collect the shiny things. Oh, what's that? Oh, okay. And now I can pull this. See, it's fun because a lot of the times I'm just doing things on instinct and I don't think about the fact that I'm probably solving a puzzle, but this is a puzzle to solve. So now we can get into the next part of our roller coaster ride. Let's go! Now this time we actually have to pay attention because if you're just like, oh, I'm just gonna ride around, you will go in this circle for a very long time. And the first time I played this, I actually had a developer on my right and they just let me go around in circles forever. And I think they found it kind of funny that I was like, oh, I actually have to decide which way to turn. That's cool. And up ahead, I think it'll be dangerous not to pay attention to that. So let's just make sure we're not hitting anything. Go faster! Okay, no, we made it. It's all good. We made it all the way through. No injuries. See, but you can see how you would perhaps not want a child. Because, like, that's... How many minecarts do they go through if at the end of each of this ride it falls? Because this is the correct way through the dungeon. Oh, it's really cool. I mean, this game has a lot of really cool features like that, especially in, like, as far as traversal goes. I think I like the wintry overworld, and I don't want to tell you exactly why, but you should go check that out. But I really like the swampy overworld as well because the traversal is not, like, super fast paced, but it is strangely, like, meditative. Look at my sword. Look how cool that is. Okay. Now this is going to be the puzzle aspect of this particular game. We have our cart. It's going to come down and it's going to go down this track and end right there. Okay. So let's do that. Boop. That's not what we need though. Gonna collect these. Push the button. Okay. So suddenly we have somewhere for this to go. So if I get back in and go to the left, Now I'll actually go inside. Again, if you hadn't figured out that you could move, that becomes kind of difficult. Open the treasure chest. 1,000 Hinterbugs is not bad. But now we're stuck. We are literally stuck in this area. We cannot get out. This only opens for the cart. So here we go, cart. We're going back. Now we have to figure out how to deal with this. So, if we hit the dead end here, boom, and then change this. Hey, another way in. And I like that it makes me seem very smart that I just figured all of this out, but I have played this before. In fact, I've played this several times because I played this as part of the playtest and part of a demo and part of a hands-on that I did with the developer. So, I'm gonna look really stupid when I forget things, but right now I feel okay about it. Okay, so this has allowed us to actually get in the way here, so we can change this around. So now when we go up, we're actually gonna go around. So let's head back. Gotta change this. And none of the puzzles should ever really beat you over the head. There shouldn't be a lot of frustration or like, oh, I don't know what to do. Everything is really well telegraphed as to what you should sort of be looking at. Which is a really cool part of the design. It's not a big puzzle, like, mastermind thing, but everything should just sort of click into place. If you find yourself in a situation where a puzzle just isn't working or it seems really complicated, you've probably overthought it or missed something. Okay, let's get her. Boom. That's right. I'm gonna chain her out of the sky. I remember fighting this boss early on for one of the hands-on demos, and she was really hard. Yeah, I don't need fire tornadoes and then rocks. So let's just be cool. Let's just be cool. Nope. Got hit by a fire tornado today. I think that would probably end my journey. It's like, nope, I got hit by a fire tornado, by a floating ghosty woman. I don't know if I'm feeling this anymore. Oh, come on. Bring her back down. Nope. Yeah. Okay, we got this. I'm gonna need to use a potion. No, cut this out. Oh, did I get her with that? Come on. Yeah. Good job, team. And of course, before you exit any dungeon, you have to get your stamp at the stamp station. Kind of into the gigantic damage numbers. Yeah. The thing about this, Dick Grayson, is we finished our first real dungeon, and you can see we have 25 here. You will be able to do them all, and they get increasingly more difficult. They also list where they are, so you can keep an eye on this later when you unlock more overworlds, and you can decide, like, today I want to go to Kolmstein instead, and I want to hit this dungeon up. Roger, okay, this game rules. I need to play this. It's good. I got my stamp. I'm ready to head out. I think I started saying Dick Grayson with the big numbers. This game has been likened to Zelda a lot, but I actually sort of think of it as like a Persona, but like a hack and slash Persona, because it has that like relationship building, time jumping, big numbers go up sort of thing to me. Okay, in the evening, we get to go around typically and see the village. I don't know if we're going to do it this early in the game, but Alex is a fellow adventurer that we met on day 1, and she and I have become friends. Okay. Dungeons. Dangerous. No, much better. It was tough, but I felt like I was in control most of the time. I actually think I can handle this. In the spellcasting, my skin is still tingling. I hope the feeling won't go away anytime soon. I've never felt so focused, like every piece of me did exactly what it was supposed to be doing. I know it's something else, huh? Yeah, it is. Are you going to explore the village tonight? No, yeah, I think it's about time. We're gonna go explore the village, and then one and final code giveaway when it comes to figuring out who we want to talk to. I'll take a stroll. It's about time I have a look around. If I know Hinterberg, you've met a few people by now. Go have a look around, see if you run into any of them. It's not just that a place like Hinterberg attracts a lot of people you normally wouldn't meet. A lot of them will also help you out in many ways, if you spend time with them. I've seen the big journal sticking out of your backpack. Give me that for a second, will you? I love this. There, I added some notes on different folks around here and how they might be helpful to you. So here's my sort of guide to meeting people. You can see that we met Albert before at the skill shrine. And if we go and spend an evening with him and deepen our relationship with him, we'll get an extra MP slot. Same thing, like Alex just gave us the character compendium, so. And then we have all of these kind of hidden people. We met Marina, we met Klaus, we met Travis. But we have a lot of people we haven't met, but you can kind of see, like, okay, if I really wanted better prices when selling items, I might try to go out and find Julian, because I've never met him before. Or Jay to get more stamina, because I definitely run out of stamina in that last fight. But it is a good, just as like, no spoilers, it's a good idea to go around and meet all these people and hang out with them at least once, because most of the time there is a quest attached to that, and a lot of the times the first thing is just to sort of to get you interested, but the second thing is a lot of the times some kind of really, I don't know if I want to say important, but like a really cool thing to have. And like a lot of these I locked later on, like in the late stage game. Like literally I had 1 or 2 dungeons left, and I was like, oh, this would have made life really a lot more easy if I had this unlocked earlier. But you can only choose to hang out with one person a night, so I'll have a look at those. Don't get me wrong, you should hang out with whoever you find interesting. Again, that's a totally possible way to do it too. Like, I know that there is advantage to hanging out with Travis. But but I just didn't throughout my game because I didn't like Travis. There's so many interesting people here, way more than you can fit into one vacation. The notes are just there in case you're ever undecided or stuck. Do with them what you will. My relationship with Alex has improved. We're now acquainted. You can look up relationship perks that you get from hanging out with people. I like Alex. She's a friend. I like all of the characters have something I really, except for Travis, really like about them. They're all very endearing. Actually, I do hang out with Travis a little bit more, and then he gets okay, you know. But one more thing. The shops around here don't stay open all night. You should make sure you get your shopping done before you go hang out and party. That is important. Go buy your stuff. Hiccup. Go buy your gear. Go get your potions before hanging out with someone, because hanging out with someone will make time go by. There's a pharmacy down near the main square. They're handing out free potions today. Okay. This is the map of Hinterberg, and it's very nice because you can kind of see sometimes you don't want to hang out with people. You can just go do an activity. But I can see Travis is hanging out at the bar where he said he was going to be. These are new friends that I have not met. Albert's over here relaxing. Our friend Marina is over here, and we have new friends over here as well. And the gear is also shopping, all of these things. So you can kind of see what to expect as you go about your night. Okay, so we're going to the apothecary first. Passing time. Time passes when you start an activity, such as going into a dungeon or hanging out with a fellow slayer. Always plan ahead for tomorrow's adventure and hit the shops before starting an evening activity. Okay, so we're going down to the main square very quickly so that we can buy our potions. But, chat, what I would like from you at this moment is, who are we going to hang out with this evening? Do we want to give Travis a second try? Do we want to go and hang out with Albert? Do we want to meet some of the locals? Do we want to hang out with Marina? Or some new slayers we've not met? So it's going to be Travis, locals, Albert, Marina, or new slayers. J-Herb, welcome in. J-Herb has said Marina seems chill, so Marina is who we're going to hang out with this week or this evening. And J-Herb has won the last code of today's giveaway, so I will reach out to you, J-Herb, after the stream to ask you what code you would be interested in. Okay, so let's go to the pharmacy. We're setting a waypoint so that we know where it is. Because I know where it is, but I get lost very easily. There's my waypoint. You definitely can't miss it. Okay, enter. And we have the promotional HP potion. So let's pick one of those up. And our quest has been updated. Now we have to find someone to spend the evening with. We're gonna go check out Marina, who is a really cool person. Can we hang out with the dog? It said the German Shepherd, which is a top 3 type of dog. Dick Grayson, what are the other 2 of the top 3 types of dog? I need to know immediately. We do not currently have the German Shepherd available, but I will definitely recommend when you first see the German Shepherd, you should hang out with them. But we're gonna go hang out with Marina. And Marina is working her second shift at the Nice Ice. Oh, it's you again. How was adventuring today? Not bad. I think I'm starting to get the hang of this. So how about some ice cream? It's been a slow evening, to be honest. A bit of company would be really nice. The shops are going to close soon. Do I have everything I need for tomorrow? Spending my evening at the ice cream stand would probably add to my amusement. We have 4 different stats they're going to show us, I imagine. But amusement being one of them. Okay. Which is, this is a really nice quality of life thing that you don't think about it until you're here. They don't automatically lock you into your choice. You do get to check to see what everyone's up to in case you wanted to see something else. You do get to do like other things or just talk to her. So we can say maybe later. It's not going to hurt anything. And let's just walk over to the shop very quickly. And we found a new fast travel point. So just like the overworld maps, next time we want to go hang out with Marina, we'll just hit the fast travel and we'll go and we'll be there. Let's check out the shop really fast. Okay. So we have green level equipment, which for anybody who understands the color system of loot, green is usually good, but not great. But this is where the money comes in. So I think we definitely want this spell guard armor, or do we want this? It's way more expensive. Let's just go with that. Get our defense up a little bit. And now we're sort of out of money. But this is better legging at least. We can give ourselves that. And then we actually get to sell some stuff too. So we have... That's the only sword we have. We are... Okay, so we can't sell our initial gear. So we are out of money. 100%, barely any money left to our names. And you can't sell it back for as much money as you bought it for, of course. So we are better equipped. Even though, it is sad that the equipment doesn't change. Your look doesn't really change up, but your sword does. So, look at that sword. That's a cool sword. I think that means, we're out of money, so we can't keep shopping. Let's talk to Marina. The two others are Dobermans and Shelties or Shiba Inus. That's correct. Dobermans, fantastic dogs. Okay, let's hang out. An evening in Hinterberg, quest complete. You're really killing it, you know? I've been here for weeks and only finished 2 dungeons. What's your secret? Not working 2 jobs? Yeah, that would get in the way of your vacation, working 2 jobs. Oh, it's not so bad. I have Sundays off and I can usually get a couple of monsters in on my lunch breaks. And the people here are so interesting. Everybody is doing something extraordinary just by coming here. Beats waiting tables back home for sure. Welcome to Nice Ice Cream. How may I? 1 scoop of cherry, 1 black licorice. Here you go. Enjoy your sleigh. Humph. Rude. Did you see that? So rude. Yeah, that was so rude. That was Renaud Dupont. His broadsword can split a perch right in half. Isn't that amazing? He's staying at the Grand Hotel. Boy, I would love to see the rooms in that place. I don't know. I feel like I should probably... maybe they're stuffy and expensive. Yeah. Well, it's where all the top adventurers stay. That alone is worth a premium. I should start closing up here. My landlord asked me to help with something over at the inn. So a 3rd job then? Ha, more of a personal favor. But thanks for hanging out tonight. It does get a little lonely sometimes. Marina's energy seems limitless. Just talking to her makes me feel like my endurance is growing. The relationship has improved. We are now acquainted, and our dodge stamina has increased. So yeah, hanging out with Marina, I don't know if anybody in chat has ever done like a retail job or a customer facing job, but you'll get some flashbacks if you have. Social stats. There are 4 key ingredients to a good vacation in Hinterberg: relaxation, amusement, familiarity with the village, and your renown as a slayer. These social stats go up depending on how you spend your evenings. Your renown also increases whenever you complete a dungeon. You will find that some people don't want to hang out with you unless you're strong in a particular stat. Likewise, some of the weapons and armor you find will require you to reach a certain level in one stat or the other to use them effectively. I'm welcomed back by the smell of heavy wood and unfamiliar brands of detergent. This room is starting to feel like a home. You can see at the end of the day, they wrap up and tell me how everything went for my day. I am now 20 renown and amused. I've learned how to come in like a wrecking ball. And I completed a dungeon so my HP went up. And that's all the creatures that I killed today. Good job, me. Can't wait to get into bed. Today was exhausting. On these first days, they don't let you, but on other days, there are options to stay up later to increase some of your skill sets. Nothing like a nice, slow vacation breakfast, even if it's as simple as a buttered bread roll. Hey, Klaus, what's up? Do you mind if I sit with you for a minute? Sure. Just wanted to check in on you. I've been racking my brain over what happened the other day. He's talking about the earthquake that we were in when we were in a dungeon. Klaus seems really distressed. Weird to have that moment with someone I used to watch on TV. Takes him a while to speak, and then he doesn't know quite what to say. You know, 3 years ago, when this whole thing started, I thought we were at the center of something big. Not as in money or visitors or any of that. I remember when I first spotted what we call a monster. A whole new world opened up for us to explore. And just a short while later, we're funneling dozens of adventurers into these strange new places every day. Dangers be damned. I wasn't keen on this job. When the mayor offered it, I thought, better me than someone else. Don't make this about you. Seems like a really rude thing to say. Just stay silent. I don't know what to say. I've been slipping. What happened to you was on my watch. On me. You got me out of there. I wouldn't have made it out without you. I'm glad you're alright, Louisa. I really am. The earthquake left quite a mess behind. More than they'll admit to the public. Except for Dobukrugel, the dungeons are currently blocked off, but repairs are underway, and they won't let their golden goose limp for long. Thanks for hearing me out, and I have something for you if you're staying. It's an old emergency pager, built to get a signal through an avalanche. Even gets through magical interference around here. You ever want to get out of a dungeon midway, use this. I'll have someone get you back to the village immediately. Our relationship with Klaus has improved. He gave us an old emergency pager that allows you to exit a dungeon at any time. Come visit me down at Tourist Information sometime. It'd be nice to see how you're doing. Okay. In the future, we'll be able to pick between these, but since all of these are undergoing repairs, look how pretty all of these are. Literally, I cannot tell you which of these are my favorite overworld. They've got really cool things to go from, so where do we want to go today? We don't really have a choice. We're going to Dobergrubel. And some of my favorite NPCs. Are you ready for this? I don't know if you're ready for this, but I hope you are. Oh, what a lovely world. Beautiful day. Sun is shining. Oh, Marina. Oh yeah, I've been to that dungeon too. Well, the entrance part. Where's the 3 doors and you have to cast the wrecking ball? Had to give up after that. I forgot the time my shift was starting. Good thing I had one of these pagers that can get you out of a dungeon. Getting back up that ladder would have been a pickle. There's a miner's widow guarding the exit, right? Did you encounter her? That's the scary creature that attacked us. Is that the floating monster? Yeah, I met that. Tough, huh? Bet you had tons of charms equipped to beat her. Tons of what? What's a charm? You don't know about charms? They're magic trinkets. You can carry them close to your heart, like in your backpack or in a fanny pack. Charms give you different powers. I once got one that creates a little explosion when I slay an enemy. That's a good one. But my favorites are these 2. Here, take them. I've got spares. So we have our first couple of charms is physical attack boost and perfect dodge slowdown. Okay. So currently we only have 9 slots and our 2 charms take 4 and 3 slots. And they go physically in our slots, which is a cool system. Okay. Some people make a whole science out of charms. Me, I just try out whatever feels like fun or whatever gives my axe blows that extra oomph. So you got a plan which dungeon you're gonna tackle today? I think we're just gonna explore. Wow, that sounds like so much fun! If you do explore the mountains, just remember, if an encounter is too tough, you can always go somewhere else and come back later. They put up some signs to mark dangerous places, but I'd just go with your instinct. I'll be at Kittyland by the station. Stop by any time if you want some pointers. So charms are really fun. Some of the initial ones are, you know, kind of basic boosts of attack and defense, but some of them get really, really cool to chain together in the future. This is what I came here for. Out here, it feels like Vienna is a million miles away. I should go explore, find a dungeon, or just find myself a scenic spot to tune out and let the afternoon go by. I can always ask Marina if I don't know where to go next. Oh no, my favorite NPC is not here. Sorry everyone. I know I promised that and then they're not there and I don't know what to do. You'll have to go get the game and find them yourselves. You'll know who they are, I promise you. Okay, where are we going? Should we go up? Should we go down? Should we go to the lake? Also, there are little vending machines around where you can buy small HP stuff in case you forgot to pick stuff up in the shops the day before, which is very nice. Let's go ahead and head towards the summit. And we haven't gone this way yet. You can see from our overworld map. We are going in this kind of new direction. Actually, I kind of want to go to the lake. Let's go to the lake. You'll never know what's up the hill. I don't know. Maybe the lake is too dangerous for us because that's the lake entrance. But I'm going to try it anyway. We'll see what happens. It's been a long time since there's been an encounter that was a little dangerous for me. So let's try fate. Okay. Magic. Yep. Explode you. Go. Oh, my charms are definitely going to help me out here. I wish he hit them on accident, but they... Oh, haha, you got pushed down. Come on. I am so close. Don't hit me with that branch. Oh, I said don't do that. I asked you very specifically not to hit me with that branch. Okay, we made it through, everybody. We're all okay. But then we have these guys here. Look at this lovely water. I really love this art style. It is definitely like comic booky. It's got that pop art look to it. But it doesn't really act like comic book styles usually do. Thank you very much, Sparks. This is a scenic route, or a scenic spot. You can see with all the glowy magical swirlies. It shows up on their map, but we're not going to check this one out for right now. We're going to head up and see the lake. We have some signs telling us that it's dangerous. Maybe we'll go to the left and not do that for now. Continue up the wooden stairs. And of course, some I think it's really interesting that it is a tourist spot, but you never run into anyone else in the dungeons. Your cute little hat. Can I have your hat? They've got pitchforks, and that's very cute. Okay, we're all cool. I'm gonna borrow your teeth. I'm gonna bend down and pick up the teeth I've knocked out of your head. I can see bad guys over there. Hello, friends. How's it going? My girlfriend wants to return to Hinterberg for our vacation next year. She caught the hiking bug. That makes sense to me. We have discovered a dungeon in the middle of this lake. And now we have fast travel, so anytime we want to come back here and finish this dungeon, we can check it out. We found another scenic spot. And it is a level 1 dungeon. So what do we want to do? Chat, do we want to go through one more dungeon? Or do we want to check out a scenic spot? I'm going to go ahead and do an environmental puzzle while everybody kind of talks amongst themselves and show you how this dungeon puzzle-y sort of place works. And then we'll decide whether or not we actually go into the dungeon or whether we enjoy a nice evening at the lake. Get that jelly. And it's like you don't really have to plan ahead and know, okay, this is what's going to happen, because whatever's in your direct line of sight is usually the correct answer. And there we go. Okay, so we just bought body armor, of course. But we have a new armor. And it's resonant body armor, so it actually doubles when you reach 30 familiarity. And we're not there yet, so it can be better than... It can be 10 and 10. But we don't have that. We don't have the abilities yet, so it's worse than what we have, so we're just going to hang on to it. Let me down! I'm stuck. I can just jump. I don't know if there's actually... Yes, there is. I was going to say, I don't know if there's actually fall damage, but I did fall too far once, and it was a problem. So, I think that should tell you what I think we should do. Roger in the chat has said off with their heads. So, I guess we're going into the dungeon. Here we go. Time is going to advance. Okay, we're back in the mines. And some of the skills we used out of the mine is going to help us inside of it. Convenient. And anytime that you are not in combat, it doesn't take any of your MP to actually use your magic skills. Just really cool. Very nice, thoughtful thing, because you're not constantly like, oh gosh, I gotta go back and get some... fill up some magic somehow. You only use your magic MP when you are in combat. The sludges. It's like, I don't know if I would touch those. I don't know if I would trust walking on these. Like, look at this. Endless, bottomless pit. Of course I'm just gonna walk on some jelly creature. That's not gonna be dangerous at all. We're all gonna be cool with that. Okay, gotta go this way. Like, it is a really cool and engaging system of, like, I'm never gonna be too intimidated by the puzzles. It's not gonna be, you know, challenging. Oh, new leggings. Let's go. Gear. I don't think... Did we get leggings before? Oh, we did. But this one's better even without the skills necessary. So we're moving over to this one. The puzzles are never gonna, like... be terribly challenging, but it does feel constantly just like dopamine, like, oh, I figured it out, I figured it out. Okay. And then, how do I get over there? Let's look. No problem. Okay, good job, team. Oh, where? Oh, okay. I'm like, where did it go? They're trying to jump me. Okay, not too hard. Jill, are you playing Flock? I'm dying to know which bird you chose to fly around on. Dick Grayson, if you go to this week's Indie Council, we all played Flock together in multiplayer, and you can check to see which bird I picked. And I happened to pick the same bird as another person of the Indie Council, and it was a lot of fun. So go check that out when you can, because we played Flock, but we continued to do the podcast in the game, which I'm not good at. I'm like, I was just kind of like enjoying my time, sort of playing Flock, and I'm like, oh, I should be talking. I have topics I need to get to. It was a lot of fun, Sparks. I think a lot of it was brought up originally because this week has been amazing. Like, so many cool indie releases. But at the same time, that's a lot to cover for us. So I don't think a lot of us had the sort of energy to put up a full kind of hold the weight of a podcast. So we're like, why don't we just play a game? That's going to be fun. That's going to be worthwhile. Let's see here. I like how I was talking it up, like, oh, you don't really have to know what to do, and then for a second I get lost. Do I actually need anything for this? I don't think I do. So let me undo this. Just kidding. Okay, let me see if I can go up the hill without triggering that. Yes, I can. Okay, well. So now I can jump across. I'll definitely listen to it. Just haven't yet. Yeah, it's going to be really cool. I really enjoy Flock. I know that, like, it's not getting a great reception. I think a lot of people wanted it to be longer than it is. But as far as a place, a hub to just hang out with your friends and zoom around, it is really good. Oh, I see it. I see the answer. Are you ready? See, this is where I think people are probably comparing Zelda dungeons. I don't think they're dungeon comparison. I think they're shrine comparisons. Boom. Okay, so we got that out of the way. Now we should be able to go up the ladder. I don't think that there's anything in here, but I'm gonna check just to be safe. I don't want to miss out on something. Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna check the ladder. I'm so bad at the games that give you so many different options because I'm like, but what if I went this way or backward or... And I always get lost or end up going too far ahead and I'm like, oh, I was supposed to go this way and hit this switch first. Oh, Roger, thank you very much. I'm glad that you enjoyed that format. The figuring out some of the technical details was a little messy, so I'm afraid some of the audio might have been off. But I think as for our first try, it was really good. Oh, it's a coin. For the... What is this? What is this? Hold on. Can I get this out? Okay, well, I'm just looking at everything. I'm looking at everything from above. So, is there one of these I can... Can I just jump across? Okay, I'm gonna jump. Ah! No. That's how fall damage works in the game. Glad I could help everyone out with that. This is where the explosion was. Let's go back down the ladder. I'm glad the audio sounded okay. I'm glad that I was just nitpicking. But yeah, that should be up both on YouTube and podcast services, wherever you may listen to them. Did I miss something? I'm gonna go around. I'm gonna try pulling this one. And then go up the ladder and see if I can get across that way. Okay. See, all this climbing and stuff, not for me. I would not be doing this. What did I just get? I already got this. Did it not save because I died? It didn't save because I died. That makes sense. It was like, I don't appreciate that you just jumped to your death in the middle of a cave. Okay, now we're good. I don't know what's going to be to the left, but of course we're going to check it out. Okay, that was just for before. And now, to the right. That glowy talisman is where we are trying to go. And I guess we're gonna have to go up this way first, because if that was out, we wouldn't have been able to get over this part. But how are we gonna get over to the side there? Oh, there's just a nice little thing for us to pull. There we go. And climb down and be safe. Don't just jump off like me. Okay, perfect. We found the waystone, everybody. I could choose to leave. I don't think in my entire run of this game I ever chose to leave a dungeon. I don't know why you would, but maybe you're busy and you have to go, but like at this point you're able to save. Good thing I didn't save over my original playthrough. So it would be effectively the same thing. You would just start out here. Ah, I hate spiders. Why do they make spiders the enemies? Like, they're really kind of simple, easy enemies. They don't take a lot of hits, but I don't appreciate it. I don't appreciate it. Just, you know, microbird if you're out there. Ah, and the stupid goat. Okay, come here. Come through the fire. Ooh, fire. You know what? No. Here, take that. Yeah. Just stand right there. Stupid goat. Okay. We got him on the ground. Just gonna wish he had not messed with us. That green glowy thing over there would increase my magic if I needed it. Ooh, spiders are gross. Good job, team. Okay. All we need to do is stamp our stamp, but there's no way to get this to go up, so we're continuing on through the dungeon. Probably just a loop, right? Not gonna be anything terrifying. Oh, this is fun. There is a locked chest in here, and you will not be able to open them until you discover who can help you open them. So, and then you have to come back. So I don't know if I ever actually opened this particular chest. There are other chests that I remembered to go back and open, but I don't think I ever came back to this one. And so I'm gonna see if I can pause this. There-ish. Okay, which one makes this one go? Okay. Right about there. So let's see what happens when I do it now. Oh, I made it. I thought I'd missed it for a second. Okay. And I have timed it so that these guys will cross. Boom. Made it. And I have to do the same here. I could probably jump that, right? Let's see if I can actually just jump it. If I can't, I can attempt to change up my things, but let's see if I can. Ooh. Okay, and they get really close. Yeah. Yes. I don't think I was supposed to be able to do that, but I timed it so perfectly, everyone. All I needed to do was just jump. Okay, we have made it past. You can see how they do a very nice mixture of using your brain, then fighting, puzzles, and combat. And there we go. Stairs are headed up to the stamp station. It's really funny. You literally can't get out of a dungeon until you stamp your book. Ooh, a new charm. And you can always put new gear or weapons or charms in as you go through, which is another cool quality of life thing as well. We made it through the jelly tunnels, but not the giant cavern. Interesting. I feel weird, like we just went out of order. We did it, everyone! Congratulations to us! We've beat our second dungeon so far. It's when you start getting into this game farther and farther, this is the point where I'm like, okay, I have to be strategic about this. I have to figure out where I need to go. Who do I, like, what problems did I have in that dungeon? What do I need to shore up? Who should I be visiting with in order to increase that? Hannah, you have a special eye. These stones are pure as an Australian night sky. Thank you for them dearly. Pleasure, love. Louisa, over here. This is the friend you were talking about? You should meet Hannah. She runs a boutique smithy down by the tourist info. It's mostly a magic workshop these days. Let me see your hands. I'm not giving you my hands. I just met you. You want to do what the lady says, believe me. Magic runs deep in your heart lines. You have a strong will. Good for you. Some aloe should help with the chafing. Dungeons are rough places. So you got a slot open? Teach her the basics. Teach me what? What are you teaching me? Tonight! It must be tonight. Tomorrow is Mom's birthday. I have a group of Korean tourists on Friday. That's a little less mystical. I'm down by the lake. I will mark your location on the map. She's right there next to the big box store. That's our new quest. Hello, Hannah. Teach me the basics of what? You'll see. You're going to like it. Hannah is usually booked out. Nice of her to make an exception. You should head down to the lake next to the tourist info. Don't keep her waiting. You can thank me later. Okay. So, on our third day, we have basically been given the objective to go and meet Hannah. But I'm going to leave what Hannah does a mystery to everybody. I think this is going to be the end of our stream. I am going to be reaching out to Time Glitch Hop, Gamerheads Podcast, Neens, Sparks V, Dr. Mono, and JHerb24 to see what indie codes you would like to get. So check your Twitch whispers. I will be reaching out via Twitch. But thank you everybody for showing up. I hope you have a wonderful Friday, a great weekend, and I will see you next week.